Afternoon. Sure. It's working good. What?
Disconnected and the stick will be on.
Oh, okay.
And to reconnect, hopefully. Oh yeah, and the internet bill's now at $45 instead of $30.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's okay. I put lots of my stuff in there. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have baby koi guppies in there. Ooh. I don't know, might be hard to see. There. But yeah, crazy cool. Lots of baby guppies going on.
Safer Ontario means playgrounds with no drug injection sites nearby. We're making every corner of Ontario safer to make all of Ontario safer. That's how we protect Ontario.
At Reliance, we believe in giving you an outstanding customer experience. And we have over 160,000 five-star reviews to prove. And right now, get a featured air conditioner or heat pump and don't pay for 12 months. All on Reliance.
Stabby, shooty, rammy, groomy. All these things are non-conventional warfare, I would say. Now that was almost a year ago, yet here we are with no public guidance on how the whole society should get ready. No clear plans shared with the British people, no roadmap for what councils, schools, hospitals, whatever you guys, what other industry you guys want to think about should actually do. Now, I'm going to come on to this afterwards. I think the reason why they've not talked about this is a lot darker. Look, guys, the only thing that makes sense to me is that these migrants that are coming to the United Kingdom are going to be conscripted, right? And if you start making plans, if we start becoming a wartime nation, right? And
the immigrant problem, it's over there as well.
Making these plans, then maybe we won't get as many migrants.
Almost a little bit worse than Canada at the moment.
Migrants for conscripts, you guys do the maths, right? And this is kind of the problem. This is going to be a big problem because look guys, I'm not a subject matter expert in many things, but warfare, I am absolutely a subject matter expert in it. Nobody can tell me more, nobody, honestly guys, nobody. I don't know who's working behind, I don't know who's working for the government on their advisory roles, the civilian advisory roles, but certainly, anyone in the military, I know far more than the people in the military. I know far more than the people I would perceive who are in the government right now. So when we are talking about getting ready for war, getting ready for a full-scale conflict, then you've got to look behind the scenes here. You've got to think about local councils. You've got to think about, carrot behind the tills. These people will now be dictating to me what I do. When my level of experience is an order of magnitude higher. But this is the world we are living in right now, guys. Because behind closed doors in Whitehall, discussions on homeland defence and national resilience are still happening. But out here in the real world, the network of local authorities, voluntary groups, and emergency planners who would be on the front line of any attack are still largely not unavailable. Do you know the first thing that you guys can do, actually? The first thing that everybody right now, you're watching the live stream, the first thing that you guys can do to get yourselves ready for a potential intercontinental ballistic, I don't know, have you guys were out of the end of that? The first thing that you guys can do to get yourselves ready, war ready, is hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button. Do you know what? Because I can guarantee with 100% certainty, when this happens, and it will happen, when this happens, there's going to be people running around scrambling.
Furnaces just heat. Forget furnaces that only heat. Waste them.
The head's going to be looking in the sky. The feet are going to be going left. The arms are going to be going right. You are going to have the headless chicken syndrome. People are running around, but they ain't got no clue where they're going. But do you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I know exactly what to do in every circumstance. I hope, well, I should do. So make sure you hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. It really helps me out when you guys do that. And while you're down there having a fumble on that like button, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we are talking this evening about the British government, how they have failed to prepare you. Do you know what, guys? I've got videos to share with you guys now. I've got 1, 2, I've got 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 videos to share with you guys. The British government right now are failing they're just failing, like every metric. Throw a metric out there, fail. Throw another one out there, fail. Fail. Local resilience forums, the bodies that swing into action for floods, major incidents, or worse need to be up to speed on some sort of wartime planning. And again, guys, look, I've written to local council. I've written to local. So I've written to my local council. I've also written to my local MP. I've said.
So
hey,
I
listen,
said on
this is
Sean's
me,
chat
actually,
here, I
my
said
CV, my
the
experience
government
working
always
before.
fails the
For those of you
people.
guys who don't know, I've got a little bit of experience working at this level.
See what he
highest
says.
level. I've said, listen, I'm here available to help. Guess how many responses I've had? 0. That means direction from the. That means direction from the cabinet
Yeah,
office.
so like you guys could talk to me and ask me questions, and we can have a conversation, and I can watch his live chat, and we can also have a conversation on
who don't know what they're talking about,
his
no
topic
idea
as
what
well.
to do,
It'll be
and there will be an incident happen.
some different, I
right?
guess.
You will get somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, and they'll be going off government advice, which will be inadequate. And I'll be standing there like as a subject matter expert saying, yeah, you know those people who advised you? Yeah. I turned down jobs that they jumped at, and they're advising you now, so I'm just going to go home. Guys, get yourselves ready, okay? And I'm going to come on to this after. Water, right? Water. It means proper funding from the Treasury, because right now, with stretched council budgets, this new layer of responsibility isn't just going to appear by magic. It needs expertise built deep.
And now I'm gonna say
Training,
they. I think they,
Guys, look,
the
honestly,
government,
I pitched to my local council, to my local government. I said, look, guys,
want
I can
us
run
all
these training exercises.
RIP or
I
dead.
can run training exercises where you guys are getting attacked, you're getting bombed, you're getting all this sort of stuff.
For
And
sure,
I can
that's
give you
what
all
I
the
think.
debriefs up to a very high standard. Nothing. Because the problem is,
Another thing
your
Sean
local
doesn't do is
council
420
are
smoke
incompetent.
breaks. So anyone
I'm
want a
saying it,
420
guys,
smoke
most-
break?
Let me take that back. Let me take that back. From my
Super wicked awesome
experience,
cool, right?
every local council I've dealt with,
I don't
are
even know if
vastly
Britain's allowed to smoke weed. Let me ask them. Oh no, I think they are. But he makes his own brew and stuff. So that's even cooler. I can't wait till he ships to Canada.
Now, this is not some revolutionary idea.
Oh,
Britain-
never mind. They're not
Britain's
allowed
done
to
this before.
smoke
The whole
weed,
world's
so-
actually done this.
Well,
During the Cold
I
War,
guess it's just a
Britain
Canada thing. 420 break.
had the government war.
But yeah, he makes his own brew and stuff, so that's cool. I think it's still considered bootlegging here if you make your own booze and shit.
This is what really frustrates me. It does. You've no idea how much this frustrates me. You know what? You know if you're watching a car crash in slow motion and you're right, imagine you're in a car crash, right? And imagine you're in a car, right? I know you wouldn't be able to do this, but imagine if you was in a car and the car, everything just became in slow motion, and the car veered off the road and you was heading towards a tree, right? Only going, I don't know, 40 mile an hour. Say you're going at 40 mile an hour. It's 40 mile an hour.
A little too quick to be jumping out, but a little too slow to be, you know, trying to put your brakes on and shit.
Slowing down time is not relevant as far as I'm aware, unless you've got a huge mass, which we don't. It's just for entertainment purposes, right? So imagine you're in the car and you're heading towards a tree. You say to everyone, right lads, put your seatbelts on, we're going to hit that tree. And everybody's
I think
saying,
at that point it's too
"What do you
late,
mean we're
but
going to hit that tree?
that's just
Have you got
my
any
opinion.
evidence we're going to hit that tree? Why do you think we're going to hit that tree? I don't think we're going to hit that tree. I'm like, no, I can definitely see it coming towards us now. We are going to hit that mofo tree.
Well, cause you're in the control seat and you kind of know what's going on,
they
right?
want to vote, and I'm like, no, we are going to absolute bang. Right? Just do
I
as
think
you
what
told.
he meant was
Do as I say,
motherfucker.
right? Not do as I do as I say. So in the Cold War, we had the war book. Every level of society was involved, from parish councils to big business, from village schools to NHS, planning for mobilising reserves, clearing hospital beds, rationing food and fuel, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, because I do believe that is coming. And diesel. If you've got a diesel car, guys, I've been saying that. I think.
Yeah, the farmers too.
I
They're
think
gonna
the
get a
likelihood
huge
that
fucking
if you've got a
tick, and
diesel
then the
car, I
food
think
prices
the
will go.
likelihood that diesel will be taken off the market is
And that's in Britain. Canada's fucking just as bad.
Now, there's something very important about rehearsing things. if any of you guys have ever done like military stuff, you sit through ridiculous like orders. Like you'll be sat through orders for hours, but the orders don't really do anything. I know there's gonna be people in the chat saying, "Oh, but sure, orders do." Stop.
Aren't the orders just like a debriefing or something?
If I could bin one of them, I would just bin the orders and just go through rehearsal. What rehearsals do is they show you what to do. They get you guys moving. They get you guys shaking. And they get you guys know what to do in the event of X, Y, or Z. Now, instead, in the United Kingdom, we, instead we focused on peacetime emergencies like floods, heat waves. I guess we can put terrorism in there as well because, you can argue with that, but I wouldn't throw terrorism in peacetime because it is. Cyber attacks, important, yes, but totally different. Like, totally different from civil defense, volunteer forces,
So I asked them if that's what it was.
rationing, and preparing a nation for a sustained conflict, which I absolutely believe 100% that we are heading towards. Now, the threat picture has changed a little. Again, the Prime Minister is...
Cheers.
I have to... He is our Prime Minister, and I can't, listen, guys, I don't have the ability to jump up and become Prime Minister yet. I wouldn't even want to. I would want to be one of the barons. I would be one of the 25 barons. But the Prime Minister has spoken openly about our armed forces returning to a war footing. That's necessary, but far less has been said about the rest of us, the civilian population. Who would do what? How would they do that? And how would you play your part?
Yeah, because that's the part that no one talks about, right? Is the civilian population.
Substations, violent attacks on our streets from people who don't.
Everyone makes choices for us like we're fucking children, but no one's willing to ask what about the population of people that actually do the labor.
Because it's not attributable. We may need, a modern version of civil defence, and I'm more than happy and capable of willing to write that. I would write the whole thing, guys, and it would be the best document that's ever been published. Thousands of volunteers to support the fire service.
Now I'm going to tell them that our live on live seems to be going well.
Local councils coordinating everything from transport to care homes, industry stepping up, schools and hospitals working to the new rules. Unfortunately, back in the Cold War, back in the Second World War, we was not a subverted country, right? So you could assume, not even for entertainment purposes, but you could assume back in the Cold War that people who were in local council wanted what was best for the local population. Now, whether you guys, do you know what, guys?
Sorry, I typed like a chicken pecker.
Whether this is fortunate or not,
into all this technologies and shit.
Many local councils,
as you can't tell from most of my videos,
their own people, whether that's Birmingham, Bradford, Bournemouth, Brighton, whatever. I'm just thinking of one would be, right? Whatever that is, we have a lot of local councils now whose priority is freedom for Palestine, right? So you're thinking, right, okay, we're getting bombed. We need to do civil defense. Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I get that, but the Russian jets are coming over. Boom, 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 boom. Where did all this medical kit go? Oh, we sent it to Gaza. All right, can you stop doing that? Because we've got people at the NHS and they're the ones who are paying for it. Yeah, but boom, 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 boom. That's where look, guys, you might laugh, but that is literally where we are right now. We have vast amounts, we have vast amounts of local council, local people, local infrastructure who are more interested in what's happening. Can you imagine when the Russian drones are coming over? So you've got all these Russian drones flying over, right? And
there's talk in the chat about blood.
Russian drones are not
and I just said I'm also native and I have O negative blood. Some people said they have fair eyes and stuff. I have native looking features and have also negative bloodlines. Weird. Trippy.
Russian drones are not the threat. Send your money to Gaza now. That's pretty much where we are going to be, right? So when people do the, excuse me, I do apologize. So when people do these strategic analysis, they don't get everything.
Then
right?
I said
they
we're
don't
all
fit
aliens.
everything into this equation. They don't fit.
Because I believe we are all aliens.
They don't look at this holistically. They don't look at the fracturization that we are under right now in the
Somewhere down the line.
And it is, guys. It really is unbelievable. Like beyond belief. So every part of daily life, I believe, would be affected. I'm talking about if there was an all-out war.
That's the only cure for a dry throat.
And yet,
drink some more beer.
To the government website today, and if you go to your local council today, do you know what? I'm going to go back to my local council. I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to go back tomorrow. Should I live stream it? Do you know what, guys? Should I live stream going to my local council tomorrow and saying, hi, I'm a subject matter expert in hostile environment awareness training, UK Special Forces, international diplomacy, conflict, guns, tanks, bombs, trains, planes, and automobiles. I have a team of 8 people who all have similar CVs to me. We live relatively local to this area. We want to introduce ourselves.
I answered his question and said, yes, Sean, you should do that.
Further resilience of this council. And I'll get Chloe on reception. She'll go.
Because, yeah, I believe everyone should go down to their parliament and bitch at them and bug them and do whatever they can to get answers out of them. For sure, 100%.
I don't know, we only respond to emails. Okay, no worries, Chloe, I'll see you later. I don't have time for these people.
Apparently, Applejack's Gaming agrees.
And you know what the sad thing is, right? The sad thing is, they probably can't afford me, and I don't mean to be a douche, but they probably can't afford me. That I would do it for free. That's the reality, right? If I was to give them, because it's my local town, I would do this for free. Because I obviously want my local town, my local village, I want everything to be like tippity toppity. But if they were to ask me my day rate, they would just like go, no, we're going to tap out. But because I'm offering my services for free, they're not interested. What they want to do is they don't really look at the experience. They look at that price marker.
Then I said we should all bug them until they give us some answers. For sure. And I'm talking about parliament and governments and your local MPs and your prime ministers or whatever the hell we have. We should bug the crap out of them until they start giving us some answers as to why grocery prices are so high, gas prices are so high, and no one can afford to live anymore, but we all have to go to work every day. For sure.
These things have been trending again, right? I think what was her name? Is it Deborah Meaden? Is it Deborah Meaden? I think it's Deborah Meaden. She's the Sky News correspondent, and she did an article the other day about, she was in like the subway, and she was saying, we're getting ready for a road. I'm like, you really don't, but no idea. Now, none of us want to think about this, but wishing away risks won't make them disappear. The war in Ukraine is only escalating. I promise you guys, I'm going to show you guys an article.
Yeah, and we're not supplying it because the Prime Minister of Canada doesn't want us to, but secretly we're sending all our supplies and shit to China, which is in turn funding the war. So what a contradicting fucking douchebag we have as a Prime Minister.
If you're at government level, right, not council level, if you're at government level and you are, let's just pretend for entertainment.
If you're at government level, you're probably a douchebag. And if you're not a douchebag, you're probably a pushover. Let's be honest. Sorry.
Right? I know that's hard to believe, but let's just pretend for entertainment purposes, right? that at government level, Shabina Mahmood, David Lammy, Keir Starmer, all the rest of
Mark
us,
Clowney, fucking Doug Ford, piece of shit.
Let's just assume
All the
nobody's
floor
stupid,
walkers.
right? When you're making your plans, I hope
His
they do this, 'cause I
fucking
know the people behind
Transformer
the scenes,
wife.
I know they have smart people. Usually, I used to work there. I know they have smart people behind the scenes that they will be thinking, right, okay, if we give this order, can we trust our local councils to carry this out, or are they just going to steal the money? And that's another big problem now, right? Because normally,
No, in my
you would
opinion,
think
the
that,
only way to actually
like,
carry it
normally in
through,
normal times, in
you'd
the Second
need
World War, in the First World-
to
in the
create your
Second
own
World
political
War,
party, and then you know
in the
exactly
Cold
what's
War,
going on where.
You are pumping out
I'm gonna
money,
tell 'em that.
finances, and resources to your local council, and you don't doubt that your local council, your local administration are spending that efficiently, right? You don't doubt that. You're like, yeah, these guys are gonna. You don't even doubt it. Now you're like, right, okay, we're gonna send 100 million to Birmingham. Where are they gonna spend it? What are they gonna get in return for that? Yeah, let's not. Okay, right. Okay, right. Let's maybe that's not the right thing. So
I said, so you'd have to make your own political party to make 100% sure,
drastic level.
and then yeah.
The government in the United Kingdom has sounded the warning.
Or
yet
else,
it has
if you don't
failed.
make 100% sure by
The
having your own
government's failed to
political
do anything
party,
about it, so they've
then you
sounded
can't
the
guarantee
warning.
where the money's gonna go.
The
Even if
horns
you
of
make
Gondor
as
have
much as
blown.
whatever, like $1 trillion.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh,
You
nothing.
can't guarantee it's
Nothing.
gonna go where it's supposed to
The
be.
beacons of any spirit have been lit.
Unless you make
Yeah.
your own political party.
Yeah.
And then you might
We're not going. We're not
be in the
going,
clear
right?
there.
So I believe the government were right in sounding the alarm. Now it needs to level with the public and give local councils and communities the guidance and support they need, because without that, you are literally going to get Chloe and Karen making up rules. No, Ray, your face mask will stop radiation.
Someone said
It's
UK's
very
gonna
good,
be,
man. Your face mask will stop radiation. It did very good with COVID, and it'll proper stop it, man.
Someone said UK's gonna be all Muslim babies in 2 generations.
No, Chloe,
Yeah,
that
Canada's
face
about
mask
the
will
same.
not
Maybe
absorb
not
radiation. You need a face seal. You need
that
a
close,
hood.
but
You need a
just as
charcoal white
close, if
suit.
not closer with all the new immigration laws they're
Chloe
passing.
and Karen will be in the positions of authority. And this is one of the things when I talk about the Karen factor, right? And I'm not. If there's anybody called Karen watching, I'm not. Maybe I am. I'm not. This is not a. This is not a negativity that people call Karen. This is just the Karen factor. Because we live in an age
Karens
of
and Darrens of the world, you can go fuck
True
yourself.
national security
Unless
isn't
it's
about
just your
ships,
name and you're
planes,
actually a good person.
automobiles and soldiers. It's about a society that knows what to do when the worst happens. And it's about a society that is ready to pull together. Now, Britain have done this fabulously, better than anyone else before. The question is, are we too far gone to do this again? Are we too far gone to do what is necessary?
No, we
Right,
gotta
guys,
work
I'm
our
gonna
asses
jump onto the
off.
chat. I'm gonna get
We're
you
not
some
done
comments
yet,
on the
Canada.
chat.
UK, well, if
Listen,
we're
let me
following
just
in their
throw this out
footsteps,
there.
we're
I
well
do
on our way
apologise
to
about the camera. My,
the same shit
hold on
they're
a
going
minute.
through right
Oh
now.
my God, Donna Prepper's
We're just a
coming.
couple
Hang
steps
on.
behind
Where's
them.
Donna Prepper?
Yeah, so
Don't forget
Yes,
that
I've
piece of
actually
shit
got
Mark
that.
Carney
I've
was
got that, yeah,
fucking
so I have
there
got
before he
that.
was here, right? What'd you say, that?
yeah, so don't give up.
Yes.
Because if you do,
Russia
Canada will
warns
too.
foreigners to leave
Yeah,
Kiev
exactly.
as
If
it
UK
prepares
gives up, fucking we're
systematic
screwed.
strikes.
Right?
Moscow calls
So,
upcoming systematic
let's just
strikes on the
fucking,
Ukrainian capital in
you know.
response to Kiev's recent attack in Luhansk. I will be covering this. I will be covering this after I've got the
Cheers.
chat. So don't worry, Donna. Don't worry. I got you. I got you guys. And look, we are seeing this direction of travel now, right? We are seeing this absolute uptick in media coverage of the Ukraine war. Look, let's not be under any illusion Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before.
Yep, sticking to it. This trailer park weed.
600 drones.
Dopest dope I ever smoked.
I'm still waiting for a response back to see if my shit's gone.
So yeah, around this time of day, this is what I fucking do. Sit here, talk to UK people, and see what's Gucci.
So we are seeing this uptick, right? A couple of days ago, 600 unmanned aerial vehicles.
If you're just joining us, I'm watching a live stream from the UK while smoking bowls and asking questions and hanging out.
I promise you, don't listen
Don't be afraid to jump on the chat and let me know what's going on where you're at. What do you feel about these gas prices and bullshit going on?
When they go to these defense meetings and they talk about, yes, we have the Dragonfire missile and it has the capability of, I'm like, mate, you're fucking winding me up. You're like, you know. Now, one of the reasons I don't work in this sphere
well, we have a super fast, awesome fighter jet that blows shit up.
And you find at government level, they don't know what they're talking about. And that's not, that's just the reality.
No, I think it's most people now. They're kind of brainwashed. I'm going to say that.
I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it means Royal Marines Pool. Have they finally surrendered? Have the guys in Pool finally surrendered? Oh, hang on a minute. Trevor, live on Pool Key in Pot. What is this? What are we talking about here? I don't know what this is mean. I don't know what we mean here. Somebody's gonna have to. Danielle Tubbs, you're gonna have to spell that out to me like I'm. Danielle Tubbs, you are literally gonna have to spell this out to me like I'm 6, because I don't know what that means. Are you saying I'm live on Pool Quay in Hamworth Side?
I have no fucking idea what that
means. I don't think the Marines down there are gonna like that.
Probably not. So how does Canada feel about the weather that's been going on? Rainy and stuff. Look, nice spring weather, eh?
One of the fantastic favor, like one of the best favors ever. Can you guys hit that like button? And while you're down there messing about with that like button, can you please hit that subscribe button if you've not done so already? Because I really do appreciate those. I really do appreciate the likes and and that really helps me on the algorithm.
He likes it when you finger the shit out of the like button. Weirdo.
So I do apologize.
Just joking, Sean.
I'm going to throw this out there as well. You know, since I, you guys are talking in the chat. You know, since I blocked all the spammers, hasn't the chat got better?
Yeah, 100%. When you block the people that are talking shit and shit, for sure it gets 100%.
I went on a blocking spree. Maybe I got some people who didn't deserve to
I don't give a shit though. Come on, talk your shit. Be part of the conversation. Say what you need to say, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, in general, I think I did a good thing. I do. I think I did a good thing. Oh, I've been to the Nelson. I've been to the Nelson. Right, anyway, sorry. Let me go on, guys. I've got so much to get through. So, as Donna Prepper was saying, and look, guys, this has only come up in the last couple of days. Russia has warned foreigners.
Yeah, Slim got blocked. He was actually pretty funny. Kind of a douchebag, but pretty funny.
Prepares for strikes. Russia has warned it plans to launch a series of strikes on defense industrial facilities in Kiev and urged foreign citizens to leave the capital of Ukraine. In a statement,
someone else like, I made the cut.
Defense said the strikes are in a response to a Ukrainian drone attack last week that struck.
I'm gonna ask him why. How the hell am I still here?
Killing at least 18 people. Ukraine has raised its drone warfare capabilities in recent months and has seen significant success in striking Russian targets. energy infrastructure in particular. Now look, I'm just going to throw it out there. Nobody, not you, not me, not Father Christmas. Well, maybe Father Christmas might have a little... No, do you know what? Not even Father Christmas, right? He's just going to not give people presents. But when you're in a war, nothing's off the cards. You hit whatever you can, when you can, as violently as you can. That's warfare, guys. One of the reasons that we failed, well, we didn't fail.
So how the hell am I still in
as
here?
Successful as we could have been in Afghanistan.
I must be one of them cool Canadian.
The West, the coalition, Britain, America.
Must be one of them cool igloo livers.
It was like fighting a war with your hands tied behind
igloo
your
livers.
back.
Because everyone thinks we still live
Well,
in
the
igloos,
enemy
right?
is doing
Fucking
everything.
assholes.
You've
We
got
got
your
normal
hands behind your
houses
back. You're
with
like, yeah, right,
insulation
okay.
and fire,
So,
central
in a
air.
war, which the Russians
Yeah.
and Ukrainians are in.
Because
I don't
Canada
think anybody can be
rocks.
critical of the Russians.
The government sucks, but we rock.
You're in a war. You're literally in a war. Okay, right.